I think Citibank. You can try with them.
I didn't know we were having company this morning, so I didn't put on my company clothes.
I mean, you've got on clothes though. That's important. That would have made the company feel
More at home.
I don't know
I'd
if they
rather
felt
no
more.
clothes.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad he has clothes on.
They look like they probably walk around the house naked.
He does.
Yeah.
On the daily.
They're a cute couple, I think.
Chase Hicks is coming down here.
He said he'll be here about 9:30, 10.
You better stop and bring some good gifts.
I need to shoot him a text message and let him know we made it.
What's Chase do?
Nothing really. I know, he does real estate.
I think I've met him once, but I just didn't know he did it.
Sits on the SOE forum all day long.
Hey. I hear that's a thing.
I hear that's a job.
Yeah.
Unpaid job, but job nonetheless.
It's more like a hobby. It's like a side job.
We can generate enough shit to talk about all day long, so. It's like fantasy football. It's like online gambling.
It ain't far from fantasy football, that's for sure. Never in my life.
Did you do fantasy football, Larry?
I did it one time.
A lot of man, people get so into that,
All my
and
friends
then you
are,
get stuck having to watch all the games to see how your players are doing.
all my friends are real into it. They were like, "Hey, we need one more person. Will you do it with us?" I was like, "I really don't want
You
to."
have to watch a real football game to do fantasy football?
You don't have to, but because you pick those players, and it's based on what they're actually performing on in their season. Like their real stats are what reports how good your team does.
I don't have enough time to do my own real shit. Why would you want to watch somebody else's fake shit?
People like to watch football
Why don't they just go play football?
because no one can do that.
Well, they can get a bunch of juice together. and
Well,
go
they
play
can. Yeah, they
football.
can. Yeah, they can go play football. They can live out their dream in their backyard or their church parking lot or
Or the
whatever.
Sandlot. Did you see the Sandlot?
I did. Used to be one of my favorite movies. I used to play some awesome backyard football, but we had more injuries than we even had whenever I played actual football.
We just had fist fights.
Yeah, we just.
It started off as football.
Yeah. It's inevitable if you get a good group of. I mean, because honestly, if the game gets good, there's gonna be at least one time where you get tackled a little too hard, or
Yeah.
someone
Somebody's gonna
does
get
something,
mad.
or you're losing, or you know, which that's the cool part. That's how you know. That's how
You know them white guys when they say football, they mean a little brown ball. They're not talking about soccer.
Yeah, I don't play soccer. That's a
With
mixed
2 O's,
thing.
not a U.
Yeah.
We play softball and have fist fights.
Yeah.
Softball's serious down there.
That's what we were telling about the other day. We were talking about some church leaguers, man. That shit gets real.
Yeah, they ain't very churchy.
Yeah, they have a come to Jesus meeting at every one of those.
Yeah, if you got time for 3 practices a fucking week, and 2 games a week, and you're not
Traveling
doing
for
nothing-
tournaments.
You're not doing nothing but playing fucking softball, and then you're wondering why you don't have shit.
A lot of them just like doing it, man.
Sure.
It's their life.
But that is a whole fucking, that is time allocated that you could run a fucking and start an actual successful business.
Yeah.
With the amount of time that is invested in there, that's at least 20 more fucking hours on a payroll check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying don't go do it. It's awesome that you can. But when you've done that for fucking 10 years of your life and you turn 30 and you wonder why fucking all your buddies that are 20 have fucking houses and you have fucking nothing because you played softball for 10 years, there's your answer.
One of our local teams won the state championship last week.
Mm-hmm.
I
Where you
thought that
from?
was pretty good. Mobile.
Mobile, Alabama.
Is it lesbian softball or like
No, it's dudes.
boys
Yeah.
softball?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Is it stuffy down in Mobile right now? A little
It's,
humid.
it's on
It's
fire.
awful.
We were on the way up here, and we hit, I think, Tupelo, and I looked up at the rearview mirror. It said 64 degrees.
Yeah, we woke up this morning and I was like,
64 here
man,
this
I
morning.
was like, it feels really good outside. But it's supposed to be 99 Monday, so.
We didn't even get down to the 60s. This just stays
Mm-hmm.
90,
This is
95,
this is the
100.
coolest morning we've had all summer that I can remember.
Not heat index 99 either. Actual 99.
Yes.
Mhm.
Heat index at
100,
115.
Yep, I was gonna say 120.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
And then in a warehouse all day. It's like an attic. I don't
Body
mind
shop.
the heat. I'm used to the heat. I just want to be dry. But I'm
Yeah,
soaking
yeah.
wet by 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You gotta bring a couple changes of clothes.
I forgot mine the other day, and I paid for it.
Yeah, it feels gross when you're like that.
Get one of those gyro body camera harnesses that holds the camera, you know, so no matter where you move, and it just has a fan. So where you move, the fan just
Will
follows you around.
always blow on you.
They bought us these fancy instant cooling technology microfiber towels that are like $15 a piece.
Talking about the new high-end swamp cooler or something. They bought them a towel.
Oh no, yeah, they got us $15
Yeah, I know what you're
instant
talking
cooling.
about.
They
Yeah.
don't work worth a damn.
Yeah, you see everybody running around with them on their heads and everything like that.
It's just a wet towel.
Mm-hmm.
We're not giving you more raises this year, but we got you this monogram towel.
Oh yeah, the raises they give us are one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might hear this.
There's no way. They're not.
You never know, man. Stranger shit has happened.
I've worked a lot of places that were like that.
It'll be alright. I hope.
We knew a dude that worked for a soda company, and he'd get online talking shit about his boss. And several of us were like, hey, you never know who's going to see that. There's a lot of dudes on here that don't like you. They will just go take that to your boss. I'm not talking, had nothing to do with you.
Right.
And sure as shit, man, within like 2 weeks, fucking he was fired, no longer working for that soda company.
I love the job that I do.
That's probably a gift for him.
Not a huge fan of how management does
No,
things.
no, not that guy.
He was at his peak.
Our management's pretty good. They
What's
buy
that?
You got
stuff.
lucky.
Hmm?
Said you got lucky.
They make sure we're good every day.
Cause you're a painter for a body shop, but
Actually works
I'm a
for
body
him.
man, but
okay.
wearing a paint suit
Mm-hmm.
in full heat, trying to paint something.
Is it air conditioned?
No, it is, but it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
It's like
They're not blowing air into that suit?
no.
I wondered how that works. Yeah.
They
Oh my
do
God.
have.
You
They have.
kind of got to
hoods.
be in a still room to do it anyway, don't you? Keep it from.
They have a fan that circulates the air.
Uh huh.
So when you're spraying clear, if you don't have a fan running, it can go around and land back on it and make it look flat.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being glossy, it'll look flat again. So they have to have a fan running, circulating the air, and that helps drying and everything.
Science, man.
Science the shit. Mm-hmm. She said y'all are heading to a wedding.
Yeah, in the big city of Louisville.
Louisville's kind of big.
I haven't been in a few years. I'm excited.
Louisville. I like Lexington better.
I've never been to Lexington.
It's big.
We have been to Lexington.
When?
Me, you, and Dad, I think, rode through there.
Lexington's nice. You go up in Lexington, there's some pretty stuff up there.
Really nice
I
houses.
just like the country up in Kentucky. It's a lot of flat, really, really pretty pastures and stuff.
Our family lives in the outskirts of Louisville. They're not in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them's in Brandenburg. Some of them's in Shepherdsville and Elizabethtown. So it's all outskirts, but I think it's still considered the greater Louisville, whatever the fancy words are.
You know the baseball bat place?
I was just about to ask you.
We went when we were little.
Museum.
Go
I don't
see
think
it.
we're gonna have time to go this time because I want to go to the Patton Museum again,
The what?
the George Patton Museum at Fort Knox.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to that. We went when we were little, the same time we went to the Louisville Slugger Museum, but I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I remember pieces of the Louisville Slugger Museum. And some of the Corvette Museum.
Yeah, and we went to
Bowling
the
Green?
Corvette Museum
Yeah,
in
that-
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green's cool for that. My dad took me to that. More
And
than
the
one
Fruit of the
time.
Loom factory that you get to drive by. Going
I
up
didn't
65.
I didn't go to the Panties Museum.
I didn't go in. You just
It's
drive
alright.
past.
drive by.
I mean, it's cool. Everybody's
Well,
gotta go
you-
see.
do you get a tour of it?
I don't know if you can. I'm sure they do that.
If you went in, you're like, I'm very interested.
I'd like to see that.
like how it's made.
I'd like to see
Yeah,
your.
textile manufacturer.
I'd like to see your fruit of a loom.
See your undies.
I haven't been to the Corvette Museum in a long, long time.
I haven't either.
They used to have some pretty cool stuff in there. Of course, they probably remodeled a little bit since.
Yeah, didn't it fall in?
Yeah, after,
Yeah,
after
after
one of their main rooms kind of caved in a little bit.
Swallowed a couple $100 million worth of cars.
They said it was some pretty expensive ones that fell down in there.
So what are you working on? What are you putting away 12 gauge
Yeah.
pouches right now?
Clearing out some of the gear that come up yesterday, 12 gauge pouches.
We got 12 gauge pull out tray pouches, I think in all colors. We got black ones, the other ones are right behind them. We got a lot of Mandrake 12 gauge micros. We have multi-cam 12 gauge micros. We have a lot of micro rigs. I put a photo up on Facebook and Instagram. That's not even 20% probably of the micro rigs we have. We got fucking boxes, bins of micro rigs.
Still got coyote copper rings.
There's a bunch of shit out in the other room that they just brought up. We got 3x6 subloads in a bunch of different colors. Christian green.
Oh yeah,
Similar,
yeah,
so
we
we
were
do
doing,
extra
yeah, we were doing
something.
extra for him.
Handcuff pouches are sitting out there. There's a lot of shit sitting around. We've got some tool bags cut. We just got some rolls of, or we had them in the back. I didn't even realize we had them of Nomad. Some more arid pattern of Cryptek. We got some shit they cut yesterday and today of that. We've got a lot of black. There's 120 black tool bags down in the sew shop that are being sewn right now.
Kit bags too.
Gray and black micro rigs are being finished up. We've got there's a lot of kit bags.
I don't remember what color. I think it's maybe coyote or something
Coyote,
like
and then
that.
there's
Yeah.
multi-cam clothes bags. They just cut 200 or so of. They're doing big. There's big runs of shit going on out there. We had 10 loads, 10 dump trucks of topsoil dumped yesterday. We started moving that around last night. Hicks got the adjustment towers on the deck of the lawnmower fixed, and then he welded in that guard underneath, but it's still in the way. We're gonna have to grind a piece off to get that one back working. So we have all those tools, and Cody doesn't know where the fuck they're at. Who knows, man? There's so
The
much.
shop ate them.
Well, one of the shops. It could be in one of 3 garages. It could be who fucking knows. It's in this bag of welding tools, and we're not sure where that is. It'll take a minute to find it. We know some places where it's not at. So
Hey, it's process of
That's
elimination.
yeah,
Yeah.
it limits it.
That's helpful.
Gotta start somewhere.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Sausage any good?
Oh
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's good.
Who made that?
Our buddy James Hicks brought like huge things of it by, and we just don't take the time to cook it usually, but I guess he wanted some sausage.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Just the smell alone, man. Whew. That'll wake you up in the morning. That's how my papa used to wake me up when he was going fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd stay at his house and I'd smell it. I was like, I
Time
don't
to get
care
up.
if it's dark outside. I could care less. That smells delicious. Put some of that on a biscuit.
Need all of that.
So where'd you have all your work done?
Royal Street Tattoo is where I got most of it done in Mobile.
That's pretty
And
good.
Belrose Tattoo in Mobile.
All same.
They do some conventions every now and then. I
You
don't
see
know
them,
what they
Amanda?
got.
They look pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I looked at them the last time you was
Yeah,
here.
they're pretty sharp.
I don't know what they got going on for this year. I hadn't been by the shop in a month or so.
I got really, really spoiled.
I haven't been by like a month. I don't know. I haven't been tatted in a month.
I got really, really spoiled because our friend was from here and tattooed me.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
There for a while I was getting tattooed once a week, sometimes twice a week, and made a lot of progress that way, but that shit just hurts and I don't want to do it that much anymore. I'm taking it easy.
Yeah, it's an endeavor.
What are we
What?
talking about?
Sound like
His
a-
tattoos.
I'll be
what
a
coat
pussy.
is that?
The Hydro Flask.
Hydro Flask. You like it?
I love
looked
it.
at those this past weekend.
They're a little expensive.
Yeah,
But-
those and Yetis are the same. It's just
Yeah.
those just have a sealable lid on them. That's why I was looking at them because you can actually screw that down.
I need to look into if there's a made in the USA version. They're designed in Oregon, but they're made in China.
Right.
And I just hadn't done any research to see if there's a.
There is one coming.
Okay, cool.
Orca is about to bring a cup out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Sweet.
So I looked, Under Armour's already hopped on the market for
Oh.
same thing, but it has a closable lid and a small spout instead of having the giant unscrew lid. And their lid, when you push it, it's a push button lid, pops open.
One of our cousins' boyfriends.
Spring in it, spring. So
Yeah, it's a failure point, but instead of having a big mouth on it, or with the Yetis not being able to actually close it because there's always an open top.
I like the big mouth because I can just put it up to the refrigerator
Mhm.
and ice just goes in and I ain't got
Yeah,
to
you ain't gonna make a
one
mess.
piece at a time. Yep.
Yep.
And it stays cold forever.
Yeah, I've heard they're good. That's I looked at them. I know hikers and all those people really like them. So.
I like it.
Allen has a hydro flask.
So does Mr. McClendon.
how many? You lost a shitload of weight. How much weight have you lost?
34 pounds so far
That's awesome.
In how long?
since July 4th.
Oh, that's fast.
Since the party?
Yeah, that's awesome.
How'd you do it?
Quit eating shit and taking hyperlean and aminos and staying in the Hard House warehouse.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So are you kind of on like a diet frame, a plan kind of?
I'm trying. I hadn't fully committed yet
Well,
I
obviously
need
it's
to-
something that's more or less just
Why is he
committing,
laughing at you?
committing to not eating.
because I have been eating. I've eaten some shit, just not.
Well,
I've
that's
cut
okay.
out a lot of shit, and I
We
had a
eat some
soda
shit.
the other day.
I'm pretty much eating what I want to eat right
Yeah,
now.
you eat sausage right now.
That's the first sausage I've had.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I said, we've had it sitting there.
The last
That's
time I
like-
had sausage.
We always
was-
look at it and we're like, oh, that would be really good.
The last time I had sausage, well, because I was looking for ice cream last night. The last time I had sausage was at Cracker Barrel U on the way back from Atlanta.
Cracker Bucate. I love some Cracker Barrel.
Years.
Cracker Barrel's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a new
Chicken and
they have a
dumplings?
new breakfast sandwich. Man, I said you had it when the last time we
I
went there.
did.
It's like sourdough bread, like eggs
But I ate it open top.
and ham and something else, tomato. It's like a breakfast BLT of some kind. I don't know. It's really good though. Totally worth it.
Syrup would make it better.
Carrier for syrup.
Yeah, if I'm not syrup, I'm having pancakes.
Well, yeah, replace the bread with pancakes.
Oh, that'd probably be, it'd be like a giant McGriddle.
I like McGriddle.
That's
Mm.
trouble.
We have somebody else likes McGriddle.
Mm-hmm.
We won't tell on
He said it on video. I was like,
him. Did he
I
say that on
yeah, he was like, I just had a McGriddle. I was like, I knew you did.
Justin said that?
Yeah. He loves eating that
Eats like
shit.
shit.
Huh?
Justin eats like shit.
He looks good.
I got the down low on it.
Yeah.
It's
He always
working.
has. Ever since I've ever known him. He can eat just about whatever he wants, and he just stays lean.
When you're that low, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about easy to do, but that's what he told me.
So what, y'all got Friday off?
I took Friday off. Luckily, I was able to get off.
Mm-hmm.
And we left last night at midnight. No,
About 140.
You guys fall asleep driving?
I didn't. He slept the whole way, just about it.
Sleep driving? People do that.
You'll die all the time.
Sure.
I kept hitting the ridges on the side of the road, trying to wake him up. It didn't work.
Oh, you fucking with it?
Yeah. He woke up the first time.
Just hit him on the next
You know
time and
what?
slam on the
Those work.
brakes and scream.
Air horn works.
I've
There's
got one
one
sitting in the
Dan's
door. There's
Oh.
one sitting in the door.
The rape whistle.
And the ones he has, those you hook up to an air pump. So, and he's got the air pump in his truck.
That's good to know.
That'd be fun to have. I want one of those big horns like the higher power performance dude had.
Train horn?
Yeah. He hit that thing. And
They have actual train
it's
horns.
so loud you feel it in your chest.
We hooked up train horns at the dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like three. There's two facing forward, one. They're
I was
huge.
gonna-
They fill up on the whole under the bed.
Mm-hmm. They look like the big things on the front of the semis, the actual horn-looking horns.
Jack, on his semi truck has a train horn.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking actually runs on an air tank.
Mhm.
You gotta wait for it to fill back up.
Yep.
How
Well, yes,
expensive
all
are
of
those to get into?
It's pretty cool though.
You can get them on eBay for about $200.
It's not so bad.
Comes like
Just for the horn, though, right?
no, it comes with a 5-gallon tank and the compressor. It comes with the kit, the air lines and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Uh,
I don't know if I'd spend $200 on it. I might.
I don't know.
I think I'd
one-
rather put $200.
Yes,
on
You
yes,
could-
that motherfucker would too.
You could scare the shit out of some people with
the
that.
one we hooked up at work was a 20-gallon tank and it had 6 horns. This guy spent $500 on this kit.
That is loud as shit though.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I'd spend $200 on it, but I got one on my lawnmower. Calling
That's
out on
Alabama
the walk
for you.
behind lawnmower.
God. As long as it's facing forward, and if it didn't blast you like that.
Have some rigid LED lights on your push mower.
Yeah.
You should put some of those whenever you get a mower. Start outfitting it with light bars and shit.
I've got lights out there to put on the mowers right now, and on the four-wheelers. Because you get dark, the shadows and shit, man. You'll fuck your
No,
mower
that's
up.
true. It's true, man.
Think about,
Yeah, you don't see a lot of shadows when you get those
and when,
little
it
light
gets,
bars.
and when it gets really hot, like, you have to be out there at dark.
Mhm. Yeah, this time of year you really can't be out there during the day. Except days like today, you get lucky.
Plus, it's so fucking hot, you'll get sunburned real bad. You gotta wear a fucking long sleeve shirt, and it's 100 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's yours. No hog.
No hog.
No oink.
Hold the hog.
Right out of high school, I did some yard work like that. We cut grass and did the bushes for some McDonald's. And the guy I worked for, he was a firefighter, so we did it on his off days. And he'd want to get out there at 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, man, we can't see shit. How are we supposed to do this? You want to trim these bushes? He's like, well, we'll keep moving the truck around and shine the headlights on it.
If
Till
you're
the
gonna
sun
do it
comes up.
like that, you might as well invest in some lights and do your shit right. You gotta go all out.
It'd be cheaper than sitting there running your truck.
I always liked because I worked for
Put a whole another thing of rice in there.
mowing companies. I think it's old.
That's the old rice? How do you know I didn't just use the old rice?
Because it was up there.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 'Cause I
We'll
bought
find
it.
out in a little while.
If it tastes like orange juice, then you'll know it's probably.
Nah, you can pull rice out of the pyramid and eat it. Fucking rice won't go bad.
So, have you seen the video of that shit blowing up in China?
I saw one video of it. So what was it?
it's crazy. It's called an earthquake.
Well,
Like 2.5 magnitude earthquake.
It caused an earthquake?
It did.
Or an earthquake caused the fire?
I think it was like the equivalency or something of it.
Are you sure we didn't drone strike them?
No, it was a chemical plant of some kind because that was part of the problem. Is people were rushing in to save other people and they were breathing in something and it was killing a lot of the rescue workers. But the explosion itself, the video is it's from a building, probably a mile away.
Yeah, I saw between the two other buildings.
Yeah,
That's the video I
you
saw.
kind of see like the first explosion looks big and then the second one hits and like it is loud. It did not look good.
Yeah.
They said that it had collapsed buildings 6 miles away.
Yeah.
It collapsed buildings?
Yep.
Yep. It looked pretty
It's a
serious.
serious explosion.
I want to know what exploded. Like, what was this factory or?
They-
Chemical plant.
Yeah, they said on there like there's an article you can read about it, but like that's I don't remember what it was in our desert here that did that not long ago. It was some kind of a fertilizer company or something. Remember the big explosion?
Are
There
you
was
talking about out in Las Vegas?
No, it was in
Rocket fuel.
I forget where it was.
Yeah, fertilizers and rocket fuel. You can go out in Las Vegas and as you're driving down back, I guess it's the 215 back there,
Mhm.
towards Henderson. There's shiny shit all over the hills. Like, what is that? And it is debris from when the plant caught fire. The plant then exploded and debris landed miles away. And it's up literally on the tops of all these hills and shit. It's just metal and debris from the explosion from the rocket fuel plant. And it all started with a dude in a fucking cigarette. The whole thing went high order. It caused a little fire, which ignited a secondary, and then a tertiary fire caught. And it fucking, that plant went off, man. It left a crater.
Mm.
There was nothing about that really then.
Ruined his day.
Now it's all developed. It's out there by Henderson Dry Lake. That's Henderson Dry Lake bed, I guess. They run some of the MDR races run through there.
Hmm.
Guys will be out there in powered parachutes and hang glide, powered little trikes and shit, you know.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Just smelling the pork.
It was very good.
Oh yeah.
it's all good for you because it had egg whites in it. If you're eating egg whites, you can eat anything you want.
You can technically cook them in chocolate.
That's what Justin told me that. He said, take these 2 pills, you can have anything you want. He didn't say that. Take these 2 hyperlinks.
I was like, he didn't give me those. I'll have to ask him for those. Like, how do I order these?
I'd die if I took 2 hyperlean.
I mean, not hyperlean, lean 8.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, you would die if you took 2 hyperlean.
He accidentally did it.
One,
Two relatively close together, and it was bad.
one makes me feel like I'm on meth.
I've never been on
I've never been on meth, but yeah.
Well, what I
If it's
assume
that bad of a feeling, I don't know why dudes would do it.
half of one is plenty for me.
Like, you
I
gotta,
can do a whole one, but
you can't function. You try to fucking just continue to drink and hope you'll fucking piss it out or sweat it out.
you will in like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, it's fucking, you're useless for a couple hours. You
Yeah.
can't lay down.
Yeah.
Just shaking.
It's just a terrible feeling, man. You just don't, something is not right. One makes me too jittery.
What is just right? There's just enough lead in your pencil.
Half before I head to work and half after I eat lunch. Plenty for me.
6:30 in the morning. Then if I do another, I haven't been taking the second half at all. I didn't take any stimulants yesterday, any later in the day.
I got to.
I was falling asleep on the lawnmower.
Up there?
I like falling asleep.
That was your place of zen. Not only am I mowing, but this is, I get to sit.
I need something traumatic to happen to wake me up.
That's how those mowers keep getting broken.
Shit, the lawnmower.
What did you get again? Tree.
Sleep mowing.
How small a tree was it? 40 feet high? I don't know. It would be nice when you got one that'll like a Roomba, like it'll pre-program or something.
There is a mower that's like a Roomba. I don't believe Roomba makes it, but it's electric.
Oh yeah.
John Deere makes one, or they branded one. I don't know that they actually make it.
Put it to market.
Yeah.
So it'll be $2,000 more than anything else.
I bet it'd be super expensive. Where would the fun in that be though if you didn't get to mow on your mower? It takes all the fun out of it.
Escaping the land.
It would take forever to do the whole, all the land at the shop.
That's
New
what I
shop.
know.
Well, there's not a lot of grass out there, so.
We grow rocks. There is a gravel bed under there.
They just keep pushing up.
And they keep fucking coming up. And we'll walk through there. I'll spend fucking hours, literally hours, walking. Like you would mow in strips. And I'll just walk and pick up rocks and fill up fucking 5-gallon buckets full of rocks. And take them and dump them on the... I stopped dumping them on the wood line because we're eventually going to move that back and I'm going to have to do it again. So I pile them up. I have a pile of rocks. Thinking, well, we'll use them for something somewhere. We might need them or whatever. And it's like some motherfucker goes out there while I'm gone and takes a pile of rocks and throws them back out there. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Sebastian was doing that, except he's not there alone to do it.
No, it does, man. They're not little rocks either. Some of them are big.
No, so the mower will hit them and break them into little rocks. Well, once it's hit it the first time, you don't have to pick them up anymore because they're now little rocks. But it takes a toll on the mower. Like, we replace the blades pretty frequently. But from hitting so much shit, the shock wave has transferred in and has broken the deck. So we have now re-welded the deck. So I went over to the mower guy yesterday. Jesse, who I like that dude. And he's working on a Dixon mower, like a big commercial mower. And I said, hey, you got a 54-inch deck for a Craftsman? He said, no, I got a 48. I said, well, it bolt right on. He said, not without a lot of doing. You have to modify it. And he's got this big Dixon mower, 0-turn, on a come-along, foisted up on the front end. And I told him what happened. He said, man, they all do it because these guys commercial mow here. It's a $8,000, $9,000 mower. And it's fucking broke too, where the spindles come out. He has welded in 16th-inch plate and ground it down and everything. It's like armor plated. He has taken that big-ass mower deck and added metal to it, and it continues. Like, you fix one point and it just makes another point weak. It's just a nature of the beast until you get into a $12,000, $15,000, $20,000 mower, or use track. You know, you really should be hogging it, but my
Mhm.
hog doesn't do what I want it to do. So it is what it is. We just break them, and it's getting to the point like we could almost mow about 50% of it now on a 0 turn. It's getting
Won't be
there.
much longer.
Yeah, it won't be longer. Not much. We got a lot done this year. We only got really a couple more months. It'll be iced over and
Mm-hmm.
start it all over again.
How high is the water table here?
You can dig some places and get water in a hole.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
Okay. Ours is like if you dig in some places, you scratch the surface and you're hitting water.
Well, when they cut the concrete in the floor of the bathroom,
Yeah.
water came up out of the hole because the hill comes down. The building's down here.
Mm-hmm.
All that water in that hill's traveling under that slab, seeping through. So when they cut it, it released pressure and water. It filled that hole up.
They were
It
doing
wouldn't
it
surprise
for.
me if that's what caused a lot of those cracks.
Oh, I'm sure. It's an old building.
Mm-hmm.
Concrete's going to crack.
Mhm.
And we had I'm sure somebody local did. Who knows who? They didn't bring a fucking engineering firm in to build that slab.
Right.
No, it's all uneven and
So
thin.
then in some places when we cut it out, like it's like they'd laid that motherfucker just over the ground that was there and just fucking 2x4 framed it in. Like they didn't even tamp it or level it. There's no gravel under it. And then they had big, huge equipment in there. Like there were some huge lathes and CNC machines in there that had literally just cracked the slab in place. So we cut parts of the slab out and poured
Yeah,
it
because they
in.
were broken down completely.
Put mesh in there and poured over it. By we, I mean the construction company.
Yeah.
We'll go out there in a few minutes.
Okay. I
Looks
saw the
cool.
video the other day. It's changed a lot since the party.
Oh, yeah.
We'll change some. The floor's in. Floor's down, floor is sealed. We're gonna start moving some shit in there this weekend. Stop talking to your mouth.
Waxing that place will be fun for somebody.
Somebody, not me.
They did it pretty fast this time, though.
Yeah, they went in there a couple hours, the
Yeah.
initial seal on it.
Yeah, it's I don't know what kind they use. Kind I've used before. You just mop it on.
Yeah.
And when you go to strip it, you just mop a stripper on, and then mop it up with clean water, and then mop down some more wax.
You know them
Buff it.
Zamboni machines they have like at Walmart?
Mhm.
Cleans the concrete floor? They have those. And it will strip wax, it will clean it, and do all that shit. So they got a big machine that'll do it. And then to put the wax down, they mop it on, and then they got a buffer, and you can polish it to different degrees of polishing.
Mm.
So they have polished it, they put 5 coats of wax on it, and now we'll go in there, we'll put our stuff where we want, and then we'll have high, because we'll kind of funnel you around. It's not just going to be huge open work bays, there will be some racks and shit that'll funnel you into work areas. So you'll have high traffic areas, and that's where they'll come through and do most of their cleanup. But
Did y'all put the VCT tiles down, or?
is that what it is? What is that? That's the commercial
Vinyl?
tile.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah. I was like, it's high traffic. So it looks like a hospital tile.
Yeah.
It looks like Resident Evil in there, like one of their bays.
Kind of.
Pretty bright.
Put some umbrellas in there. Some umbrella corporation shit.
It's the underground shit. That's why it's taking us so long to build up the upper ground shit.
I wish we had an underground hive. That'd be legit. What's this door go to? That door doesn't go to anything. Turn around and walk out.
I like to have a door when you open it. There's just a cliff.
That would be cool. What's that door go to? Open it. It's just like if you had a shipping container, but you had it face down.
Like house on the hill.
Yeah.
Haunted house
What's
on
down there? I don't know. Look.
You push a jet dirt in the hole.
You're fired. Go out that door.
You said that it doesn't go anywhere. I know.
That's your future. Go. You have upset me for the last time. I guess so. Turn that off for a second. We'll walk around, show the gear out there, and then we'll run out there to the building and we'll come back.